OSP brings 2 new topwater baits. Raid does a special pricing weekend, and Griff attempts to regain the bento box throne. This is what's new this week at the Hookup Tackle. Welcome back, my friends. I am Ben with the Hookup Tackle, the Tackle Otaku on Instagram, being joined this beautiful yet still warm Sunday morning by my buddy David. Good morning, David.
Good morning, brother.
Happy almost fall to you guys. It's going to kind of be the theme of today. It's weird to see all the pumpkins and the things popping up, you know, pumpkin spices and the fall things, and it's still 100 degrees and we're done.
Oh yeah.
I tried to wear my most fall-esque shirt today. It's the only thing I have with some orange in it, so you know, I'm theming up. So hey, thanks for waiting for the cheers today.
Absolutely.
Cheers.
Absolutely.
That was awkward for me last weekend. Happy Sunday, you guys. I hope everything is going well. Hope you guys are off to a great weekend. This is what's new this week at the Hookup Tackle. We're going to talk about some new product drops, a few restocks. We've got a great promotion going on today. And, you know, Griff is going to try to retake this bento throne from our grasp, or from my grasp. So we will see what happens. So first, just in case it happens, I'm going to hydrate and eat my breakfast. So, let's go. All right, before we jump into a handful of new things, let's start with these sale bentos. So as you guys know, they've been hanging out around this channel. About a month ago, Griff did a couple of really cool bentos. They were great. You know, they're very good, but I had to come back the following weekend and knock him off his pedestal with some amazing ones, the best ones probably ever. He didn't like that so much, so he wanted to create a kind of beginning of fall bento for you guys to see if he could retake the throne. Now, we're staying with this same theme, okay? We're going for a $400 value for $99.99. So first off, special shout out to all of our vendor partners that allow us to do this and work with us to be able to bring these to you guys. These are always in limited quantities. We're only allowed to do it on so many pieces, right? So when they sell out, they sell out. So if these are something that speak to you, you're going to want to grab it. So we're calling this the fall, I don't know what we're calling this. It's a fall bento, right? It's a sick one. So I'm just gonna kind of fly through this, give you guys an idea of what's in here. But there's all kinds of stuff. There's some bottom-up spinner baits. There's drift fries. There's top waters in here. I'm gonna throw in this basket, David. Thank you for bringing that. There's some soft plastics from OSP, from Hide Up. There's jerk baits in here from Duo. There's top waters. There's more stuff. It looks like some kind of more limited run Megabass stuff in there. There's some Raid plastics. There's some Imakatsu stuff. There's frogs. There's Lucky Craft, buzz baits. You get the gist. It is a huge box of stuff, perfect for fun, kind of end of summer, early fall fishing. $400 value, $99.99. So enjoy that. Scoop that up. Let's see if Griff can knock me off the throne. I'm timing it. So that's going to be the deciding factor. So those are available now. Now, as you guys know, Griff and I have a very special kind of competitive bone. I don't like to ever lose to that guy, and vice versa. So it wouldn't be right for me to just let him attempt to have his little moment in the sun. So I went back to the boxes that I made, probably the best boxes ever, honestly. And the one that sold out the fastest was the Crankbait chatterbait box. So I remade it to give you guys another option. So I know a lot of you guys missed out on the last one because it flew out of here. So same thing. If you want a crankbait specific box, crankbait chatterbait specific box, I made as many more as I could, and I put those on the same page. Same deal. It's going to be a $400 value, $99.99. I'm going to fly through it really quick just to give you guys an idea. But you've got a pack of OSP metal blade jigs in here. You've got some of the Megabass slingshots to go with them. You've got baits from Lucky Craft, from Duo. There's a ton of OSP crankbaits in here, from shallow to deep. There's some drunkers, there's some lipless, more OSPs, more Lucky Craft, more OSPs. There's some tinies, there's some blitzes, there's some HPFs. You get the gist, right? So it is just crammed full. $400 value, $99.99. Ben's crankbait and chatterbait box. Those are available while supplies last. All right, and while we are talking about bentos, we do a custom bento program here at the Hookup Tackle. This is a subscription program. It used to be a monthly subscription. We changed to a quarterly subscription this year so it could be a fully custom built bento. This is by subscription only. If you guys are subscribers, this is your heads up. This is the final week to pay. We have everything in. We'd like to build them and ship them to you. So if you received your renewal invoice, this is the week to pay. If you're not a subscriber and have been waiting to subscribe, today is the day. So we're going to open up subscriptions starting today. We're going to let it be open all week or until spaces sell out. If you guys aren't familiar with our custom bento, we've done 2 so far this year. We did a quarter 1 that was super dope, full of all custom items inside. Each month is anchored by a Megabass collection of baits. There's 4 baits. It's a one-off run. 1 and done. So it's an extremely limited, extremely valuable collection of Megabass baits. So quarter 1 saw SS Albino Pearl Reaction, right? That was kind of the color. And then a hodgepodge of other, you know, miscellaneous baits. There was some Teckle in the first box, Depths, Lucky Craft, so on and so forth. Last quarter was Frozen Pink Chartreuse. Right, so that was the Megabass color. It was in a Karashi, it was in a Dog X, it was in the 110. So just a couple of hints. If you guys are good citizens, this would be a nice box for you guys to enjoy. It is, I'm just entitling it the Year of the Snake box too, because it is a very, very cool Megabass pattern that we are dropping this quarter. So if that sounds interesting, if you guys want to jump in a subscription, spots are available now. It's a $199 box. It's a $199 value. It's just super dope, all custom stuff. And this one is a banger. So if you like dope colors, if you like, you know, cool little swim baits, this is going to be a fun one for you guys. So those are available now. You can jump on and subscribe while there are spaces open. All right, let's jump over and talk about a topic that I'm kind of an expert on, David, and that is romance. Ooh. Right? I mean, you guys see me and Griff out there in these 1v1s. You see the way he looks at me, right? I kind of ooze it, right? And OSP, same. The brand new Romance is available now. Now, this was a bait that we showcased on our JDM Experience New Product Showcase. If you guys pre-ordered these, they all shipped earlier this week, so you might even have them, or you should have them very soon. If you guys didn't pre-order, I'm going to break this thing down again for you. It is a crawler style bait, and I have kind of a love-hate kind of relationship with crawlers. You know, sometimes I'm just super into them, and sometimes they're just kind of weird. But this is a really fun one because it's kind of the perfect size for everybody to use, okay? It's 92 millimeters, it's 38 grams, so it's 1 1/3 ounces, so it's not that big. Usually when you see crawlers, they're more like 2 ounce size, 3 ounce size. They're this kind of just giant things. And this is like the perfect size. I've been throwing it in my local urban ponds. Griff and I actually went out yesterday, and his like 2nd or 3rd cast, he caught a 4-pounder on the Colorado River with it. Like, this is a really, really good crawler. So if you're a crawler fan, you're gonna dig this. If you're not a crawler fan, you've kind of been on the fringe. There's a lot of baits on the market, and honestly, it's pretty easy to kind of shave it down, but this is like a really good one to jump into, okay? So here's a look at the Romance. So this is the KTD Reaction Flash, which is kind of a all natural shad pattern. So this is first off, it's a bite-sized bait. It's easy to cast. You can throw it on normal gear. You don't need, you know, a big swim bait rod. We were throwing it yesterday on the Evolution Diablo, 16-pound fluoro, super easy. It comes with 2 sets of wings. So it's gonna come with the standard wings on it that you see. There's also an extra set of wings inside of the package that are kind of longer, skinnier wings. They're taped inside your box. So don't throw your box away until you take those wings out. Those wings are designed, they call those the super slow wings. So if you want to take these off and put the longer, skinnier ones on, they're designed to just really kind of basically barely move the bait on the top. But with the wings that come with it, you've got a lot of sound. It plops, it clanks, you've got rattles inside. This thing makes a ton of noise for being so small, right? Usually the larger the crawler, the louder the noise. Not necessarily the case here with the Romance. So it is segmented also. You do have the ability on the back if you wanted to attach a blade to create extra knock or extra flash, you certainly could. So it's a really, really cool, really customizable bait. What I can tell you is one of the biggest things for me with crawlers is I do a lot of like pond missions. I just run around. I get an hour, 2 hours, right? Usually 3 or 4 days a week, I'll just run around a little urban pond. And I don't want to bring a tackle box. I want to bring a rod and just tie something on and just go bang it around, right? One of the challenges to crawlers is the wings are very fragile, right? So you take something like an I-wing. I can't tell you how many wings I go through on a Megabass I-wing. I'm constantly replacing it, right? That's kind of a known issue with crawlers. This one in the Raid Dodge are the most durable ones I've ever thrown. So I can beat this thing apart. I can throw it in rocks. I can throw it on, the shore, and nothing seems to tweak or bend or, screw up, and it just keeps working, which is nice, okay? So I think you guys are really going to dig this. It's a very useful crawler size. I'm gonna run through these colors with you. So we just looked at the KTD Reaction Flash, which you have here. David, if any of these are hard to see, let me know. Without totally opening, I'm gonna try to show them off, but this is Pinkback Ghost. This is the color that Griff was throwing yesterday. There's a sexy Shartback Ghost. There's a clear, which would be super sick for really crystal clear water if you guys are fishing in that. There is a green gill or trace gill. There's a matte black, so pretty straightforward, all black pattern there. There's a pinkback black, and you notice the wings are changing also. So again, those black wings on there. Tonosoma frog and Mighty Frog. Okay, so there you go. It's a great price. It's a great crawler. I think you guys are really gonna dig it. So there you go. The new Romance from OSP. Those are available now. All right, let's stay OSP and let's stay Topwater. I don't usually get too excited about bug baits. You guys know I had a funny thing going with Jeff for a long time, and I looked to bring every possible bug bait known to man into the store. But this is a redesign, a complete redesign of a bait that OSP used to have on the market called the Orikanimushi. This is the Orikanimushi II. It's a totally new concept that's actually really fun to fish. So this is a elastomer bait. Okay, so it's going to be high float. It's going to be incredibly durable. This is a made in Japan elastomer, so you're going to get a ton of life out of each bait. So just don't break your line, and you'll be good for a long time. You'll notice it's an incredibly lifelike kind of segmented bug look to it. But really, what the Orikanimushi does is you'll notice that even just kind of holding it, these front two pieces quiver, these back legs are quivering, and so even as the bait just sits still in the water, it's delivering this kind of quiver, okay? So you can throw it out there and just let it kind of be, and it quivers. You can kind of give it little pops, and when you pop it, these front two tentacles kind of pull back and then re-extend. So this is a very subtle kind of topwater bait, but it creates just this really interesting kind of motion. Of course, you can throw this over, branches if you guys have a lot of fish that are feeding on, say, dragonflies, flying insects, that kind of stuff. You could kind of find some trees, throw it over branches, and just kind of, dangle it up and down over the wood. But you could also just throw it up against the bank, just kind of twitch it like you would a small little popper, and I think you'll have a ton of fun. Now, it's relatively new. I haven't really had much of a chance to throw it any other way than the topwater way, but a lot of you guys may be able to experiment with this on a drop shot or something else. But honestly, it's a really, really fun bait to throw on the surface when you need something a little bit more finesse and weird, which is always cool, okay? So they recommend rigging this on a size 1. Ryugi Infini, so this will be your weedless way to go. There is a hook pocket as well on the bait, so everything lines up well. If you'd rather just nose hook it and just put it right through there, the nose, a size 3 or size 4 fog shot, kind of just drop shot style hook. You could use a mosquito light or shot rig or whatever you like as well, but these are the recommended hooks. So they come 2 to a pack, and again, they're elastomers, so you're going to get a ton of life out of these things. They come in individual sleeves, which is really nice. Okay, so you can break this out individually, and you can just keep the baits in their original clamshell. Remember, it is elastomer, so I'd recommend when you're done leaving it back in that original clamshell so that you don't have any melting issues. So a handful of colors, I'll kind of walk through them with you. Green pumpkin is what I had pulled out. Okay, so there's a look at the green pumpkin. What we got here? We got grasshopper. Okay, just a nice natural pattern. Solid white. We have a shrimp, so it's kind of like a smoky gray kind of color. We have another kind of pumpkin shrimp on there. We have bee. We have, looks like red bug. And we have black. Okay, so pretty straightforward colors, gives you a variety, but I think this would be a really fun bait for you guys to throw. So there you go, the Orikanimushi from OSP. Those are in stock and available now. All right, and one more thing, OSP restock of our custom color in the dice rubber in both the max salt and the non-salt. This has been out of stock for a while. This is Fred's Candy. Okay, so this is a combination of Fred, which you guys know is a color we do here, the green pumpkin, purple copper flake on the skirts, and then it is a green pumpkin candy body. Okay, so basically it combines all the colors into one. If you guys have been following along any of the Bassmaster circuit this year, you've seen this color shown in a couple of images, even though it hasn't been given credit. It was definitely the bait used. So if you guys are interested in Fred's Candy, we are actually going to run a promotion on this. It's been out of stock for quite some time, so you guys can check it out. It's going to save you $5 a pack on the dice rubber. So we'd love you to enjoy them, and we'd love you to catch a bunch of fish. So there you go. The Fred's Candy dice rubber back in stock from OSP, and a special deal while all supplies last. Okay, quick little just timing note. We dropped a video on Thursday this week showcasing the Bass Puzzle Grass Piece. I know a lot of you guys pre-ordered the full color set. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for this to drop. It is in port now, clearing customs, so we should see those land here in store sometime this week. If everything goes as planned, they should be in this week, so we will drop those officially next Sunday. So if you guys have been waiting on grass pieces, you are going to want to be ready to go next Sunday. If you guys pre-ordered, as soon as we get them in, are able to sort it, we will get those out to you. So thank you very much for your business. We are doing the best we can to try to keep supply going and more readily available. But the way production is, you're gonna see colors land in certain sizes, and then you're probably not gonna see that size again for another 6-7 months, okay? So this batch coming is all ½ ounce, which I know is a fan favorite. So if you guys have been waiting on ½ ounce grass pieces, you want to be ready to go next Sunday to make sure you can get the colors that you are after, okay? So there is my PSA. Everybody knows, okay? 8 o'clock Arizona time, always the same, Sunday. Okay, let's jump over to Raid. A huge restock from Raid this week, and a couple new colors in some baits. We just finished up our Labor Day sale. Thank you guys very much for all of the business that you guys gave us. And of course, we get this huge restock right after that happens. So we wanted to give you guys a chance to be able to pick some of these things up that maybe you weren't able to get. So we decided to just extend that promotion through the next 2 days for the Raid items. In fact, while I'm thinking about this, I'm just going to extend the Labor Day sale for the next 2 days. Okay, that'll just be the easiest thing to do. So if you guys missed out or you have some FOMO that you didn't scoop up something, today and tomorrow we'll just extend it and let you guys have it, since we did so much restock over the last 48 hours. Give you guys a chance to scoop stuff up and throw it in your boats. Okay, so let's jump in and talk about what's back, because I know a lot of these things you guys have been waiting for. So first, we see 3 of the new colors trickle down into the Raid Super Fish Roller in the 3.5 and the 4.2 size. Okay, so we see the Kiwami Blue Wakasagi, we see the Kiwami Purple Wakasagi, and we see the Kiwami Hasu, now all available in the 2 smaller sizes. These are already available in the 5-inch, in the 6.5, and the 7.5. Now we complete the mission here with these smaller sizes. So if those speak to you, those are available. We also see a full restock across the board in the 5-inch, including the new colors, so both the fish skin and the regular ones, as well as the 3.5s, as well as the 4.2s. Okay, so if you guys have been waiting on any of these fish rollers, this is a great week to scoop them up. They are in stock, and you guys can take advantage of the pricing for the next 2 days. I know what you're thinking. What about the 6.5s? I got you. Okay, 6.5s also back in stock. So all the new colors come back, and a bunch of the old standard colors are back as well. The 6.5 and the 7.5 also same thing. Those also return. These have become the new hot sizes for so many of you guys. I know a lot of you guys on the Tennessee River and Tennessee and Alabama, you know, Georgia, South Carolina, you guys are throwing after some larger bait eating fish, either gizzard shad or herring or whatever. 6.5 and 7.5 are just so easy to use because of their design and their weight. If you guys are not throwing this and you guys are fishing for fish that are feeding on some of that larger prey, you might want to consider adding it, right? This is not taking anything away from like a 6-inch or a 7-inch Sakamata. Obviously they eat the dog piss out of the Sakamata. There's something magical about that. But if you're going to add one to it, this is an easier bait to get to move. And the reason for that is it was actually built specifically for strolling, and it's a special kind of, you know, build of plastic where the center of it is actually hollow. So there's like an air pocket built into the center of the bait, and what that does is it just keeps the bait upright. So instead of the bait kind of sinking down because of all that extra salt, it keeps it upright. So as you're strolling it, it just has this perfect easy side to side movement. And the same goes with all the sizes. I was throwing the 4.2 yesterday on the Colorado River, and it's amazing just how easy that thing just moves. Now the whole key to the Super Fish Roller is there are rigging marks on the top of the head. Okay, I don't know if you can see those, Dave. Let me try to get some of that oil off of there. But there are rigging marks up top. We've done a bunch of videos on here. Okay, there's basically 1, 2, 3 on the top, and this is the same for all sizes. Okay, so even the small ones have this. And then there's marks here for the hook to come out. Okay, so you want to rig your jig head, whether you're using a horizon head or whatever you're using, you go through the top, right? So the jig head's going to actually sit on top of the bait, not in front of the bait. Okay, if you put it in the front of the bait, it will still have some movement, but it's designed to use those rigging holes there, and that's where that air pocket really comes into play and lets that bait just magically just bounce around and move around. Super, super sick bait. So all of these colors, including these new colors, this is the Kiwami Blue Wakasagi, by the way. The Kiwami Blue and the Kiwami Purple Wakasagis, their new colors, are just disgusting. Okay, they're just like a little bit of hue of blue or a little hue of purple, and then the rest of it is just kind of this magical, kind of transparent, kind of gizzard shaddy-esque color. So those are all in stock and available now. Also back in stock in all of the new colors as well as some of the old colors in the 4-inch and the 3-inch. The 4-inch is a magical size. You guys can skim this across the surface if it's topwater. It's also a great strolling bait. It's also a great one just to put on a jig head and just kind of bounce around, right? So if you guys watched Corey Johnson win on the St. Lawrence River earlier this year, and if you watched his gear that he was using, this was one of the key baits that he was bouncing around down there on the St. Lawrence River. So I think you guys will love this. Again, if it's not in your arsenal, it should be. but 4-inch is back across the board. All right, let me fly through a few other things. There are some hard bait restocks as well. Jerk baits are back. There's, the G-dashes are back. All that kind of stuff is back. But I know a lot of you guys are super soft bait, lovers in the raid. So Battle Hogs are back in all sizes and colors. The 2As are back across the board. So the Magnum 2As, the Micro 2As, the little 2A, the 2A, the big 2A, all those are back. That's their kind of really cool kind of buggy style bait. The Hira Tailors are back in all sizes. It's an amazing little bluegill profile. I know a lot of you guys have been looking for the Depths Bull Flat. It has been non-existent this year. This is probably the next best bait, or kind of the bait that kind of goes hand in hand with the Bull Flat. In fact, Kanamori designed the Hira Tailor to fish next to the Bull Flat to just give a slightly different look and a slightly different action. So if you're looking for an alternative, this would be a great one to do. Liberos are back as well, so I know a lot of you guys like those. So take advantage of the good pricing. You guys can stock up on all of the raid stuff. Also, rods return pretty much across the board on the Gladiator anti lineup. Diffusers are back, engraves are back, the bait finesses are back, Frogman is back, all the spinning are back, the power nose that a lot of you guys love, the stride, so on and so forth, are all back. The Gladiator Anti is an amazing lineup of rods, so take advantage of the special pricing that you guys can get. You guys can scoop those up while we're on rods. You guys can also take a look at the used rod page for the next 2 days. I just reloaded it with tons of stuff, so if you guys want to take advantage and scoop any of those up, you can. All right, and just like that, we are done for today. Let's wrap things up with a giveaway. Shall we? I have 2 extra Q1 custom bento boxes. I showed you one in the beginning of this episode. This is the one featuring, honestly, it's one of my favorite colors Megabass has ever done. This is the SS Albino Pearl Reaction, right? So you get the 4-pack of that. There's some custom Lucky Craft in here. There's some custom OSP. There's bottom up Teckle. There's depths. All kinds of really cool things in here. It's a $200 value box. Well, it's probably higher than that because you can't buy these anymore. So I've got 2. I'm just going to give them away to you guys. So if you guys would like a shot at winning one of these boxes, if you've made it to this point of the video, cheers, happy Sunday. Just comment whatever you want down below. Tell me hello, tell me cheers, tell me I'm better than Griff. Whatever you want to do is fine, no pressure. And we'll just pull a random 2 people next weekend, and we'll give those away. So just thank you on behalf of me for you guys, watching these ridiculous videos and hanging with us. So cheers to you. David, you have anything this week? I know it's a little bit lighter week than normal. We're doing a lot of catch up. Next week's going to be a heavy lifting week with, grass pieces and etc.
Well, I mean, it was fun seeing you talk about the Romance.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's a cool bait. Yeah, it's a cool bait. My second favorite thing of the day was Griff's fall bento. That crankbait, chatterbait bento is pretty unbelievable, though, I gotta say. Maybe one of the best ones ever. So if you guys have questions on anything we covered today, drop it down below and I will get answers for you on behalf of myself and David and everybody here at the Hookup Tackle, even that little tiny guy, Griff. Thank you guys for watching these videos. Thank you for your business. Thank you for the community and the support. We love being here every Sunday. I will be back next Sunday with a banger. You guys know how to find me basically 24/7 on Instagram. So if you have any questions and it's after this video drops, you can hit me up there. So for now, cheers. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Go hug your family, catch a big fish. Thank you guys again for your business. Enjoy the deals for the next couple days. And I will see you guys Sunday with some grass pieces. So be ready to go. Okay, cheers for now. Later, guys. Happy Sunday.